So one common question that gets brought up within MDB is when is the best time to buy and sell, because this token is not a rebasing token where you get more tokens the longer you hold on, but rather it relies on the simple buy low and sell high strategy. Just to preface this video, this is not meant to be financial advice, trading advice, or anything of the sort, but just kind of a perspective of what this actually entails. So right now you see that the liquidity is backed by 495%. This will be important later. So to start this video off is the liquidity pool is backed ratio is the amount of liquidity that is backed by the trust fund, and at over 500% backed, the liquidity pool could be reduced by a 50% crash over 10 times, with the supply being burned after each Phoenix buy. So right now you see it is 5% below the 500% backing. This ultimately makes the liquidity pool backed ratio a stronger buying signal than the actual chart or price itself. So if we go over here to MDB on Dex Screener, we see that the price right now is steady in an uptrend, and we see that it's not really the best indicator to use the price itself as, you know, when is the best time to buy in, but rather than the liquidity pool that is backed within the trust fund. So for an example, the liquidity pool backed ratio has been close to 600% on 2 occasions as of recording of this video, and the days following, MDB appreciated at least 75% on both occasions. So if the liquidity pool is backed well over 500%, it's difficult to see a sustainable drop off in price, rather than you would just want to hold a little bit until the price appreciates longer. Just remember that supply is deflationary because there is a fixed amount of tokens. There is not a constant mint of the tokens itself, and that every big sell-off leads to a reduction of the tokens in supply and improves the trust fund's power. Taking profit, that's a total of 25% in taxes when you both buy and sell the MDB token itself, because remember, if you go over here to tokenomics, this is one thing that you need to make sure you take into consideration when buying and selling for MDB, and you want to include that in your whole profit margins, is that you need to make sure you include these in the actual process of buying and selling itself, along with sometimes there's network congestion and stuff like that, so you may have to increase that slippage tolerance, so it might actually be more than 25%. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. So personally, I would aim for at least a 50% gain to 100% gain if you have the patience, and then take profits, and you can even hold it in MDB Plus where it steadily appreciates, and then you can sell for BUSD, and then that BUSD that you get from the MDB Plus where it just ever appreciates, then you can go and either take profit and cash out or buy more MDB using the BUSD that you earn from MDB Plus. So that way, if MDB, the token itself, ever dips again, you've made a profit while just holding on to a simple MDB Plus token, and then that is a great entry point, so that way when the liquidity is dropping a little bit like we see here under 500%, that could be a good indicator to buy into the project and then sell when it gets a little higher. So I hope this kind of helped you understand, kind of giving some perspective on when would be the best time to buy and sell the token based on different strategies. But if your simple strategy is just to trade this token and earn a profit that way rather than just buying and holding it long term, you got to make sure you take into consideration the liquidity backed, obviously the current price of what it is, along with when the Phoenix strikes again, the trust fund, and of course the tokenomics within the buy and sell tax. So I hope this really helped you understand all that, and until next time, I will see you later.